Thanks, everybody, for coming, and also welcome to America, everyone. You can understand English, right?
Okay, yes, comment in America.
Okay, and also Richard and Nazim touched on it about the future in the boxing, and especially Golden Boy, the promotion part of it. Y'all are the future. Y'all are holding the game up. Rosario and the younger guys. I mean, I'm here making historic fights when they can happen, and the bigger the name, the bigger the event. We understand that. It's not hard to figure out. But obligations are obligations. And if I want to stay in the race at this stage, being as the most dangerous fighter on the planet, even at 48, the belt seems to be the carrot that the young guys will want to have. If you're in the game of boxing, you want to win a championship, and then eventually you want to make some money, like us. So I am also supportive of put a good show on. You know, Rosario and Kid Chocolate have an opportunity to really steal the show, because my partner is going to be in the ring. My dance partner is not going to come from Germany to really come and put it all out there, because it's an 8-9 hour flight back. Then the undercard is so great. The co-main event is so great with a championship fight, the WBO middleweight champion, which I enjoyed having at one time. It's in good hands being in Kid Chocolate's hand. The middleweight division I left is in great hands with other champions out there, but I believe, and I'm biased, that we have the best middleweight in the world. Period. And we also got the future heavyweight champion in the world that's been such a drought in America. I really believe that. And most of y'all here that know me normally know my predictions and what I think and see and feel as a fighter, as a businessman, as a promoter. My predictions is over 80% right. I'm coming to defend my title and look for bigger things next, not later. And I understand that there's some that will want me to slip on a banana Saturday night, that will want me to not take Karma Rock seriously. You know why? Because like the Art of War that I study reading, I study listening to my articles. You ought to get that, take Art of War. Sun Tzu, Vicious. Some of the great people read and listened to those messages and strategies that you can use in life and in athleticism and war. But I realized that I live in an era in my boxing career that should have been over James Toney and the Roy Jones era. But like I told Nazim, and I told many people, I'm of the world, but I'm in the world, but I'm not of the world. Oh, what do you mean? Okay, you heard the alien, you know that stuff. I really believe that. What else and how else can you explain it? Not on drugs, live right. Y'all wrote about it way before I became 48. So go back in your archives, look at the writing 5-10 years ago. You weren't even going to read what you wrote when I was 35, when they called me old, when I was fighting down Madison Square Garden. He's old. It's getting old, I'm saying I'm old. I mean, no, seriously, but I understand, because I know when you look at people and people look at you, they can't really understand something that they don't understand. And when the next person, and most people are lazy, and they see somebody else that's not lazy, he has to be doing something. I understand sometimes human nature. One of the creatures that's unpredictable to live amongst other creatures on this earth, that's the two-legged one. He or she could be vicious, unpredictable. A lion do what a lion do. Shark do what a shark do. You're in the water swimming, shook at it. It's a shark. But that two-legged one, oh. So I'm only doing what's special that the greats have done before me in any sport. hit, not get hit. That doesn't mean run, that doesn't mean be boring. But I know the era that I'm living in, and I gotta blame the UFC and the MMA too. Because when that sport really got big, it only been around less than 10 years, right? Think about it. People go see that. I don't blame them totally. But they go see that, knock down, drag out, oh my God, we live in a really violent country. We talk about shootings over there, you know, that's schoolrooms and all that, but straight up, we like blood. We like violence. And that's why those type of events are so great and so enticing and so entertaining, because who don't want to see two drag out, knock down fights for $5 if you buy a ticket? It ain't your son, daughter, husband, wife, so who cares? Your nose by your ear. But what I understand about boxing, the sweet science that I believe have sort of been put out there for the younger guys to understand that that's irrelevant. Some call it TV friendly. That means bang each other, be an exciting fight. They dress it up, make it look different. But really it means don't duck. It means that if he hits you, don't duck, you try to hit him. And whoever gets tired of hitting each other, that's who wins. But even if you do that and you follow that script, when the time comes when you gotta count your money behind your accountant, so at the end, you lose anyway. So when Gabe comes up and said, I've been with Bernard since he was in his early 20s in different camps. When I love both of these guys, I just hope they put on a great show, the best man win. And the judges see what they see and give it to the right guy. Same with my family. But when I look at these guys and they come, the heavyweight or anyone else, they come to me all the time. I need your number for all kinds of things. Some days I can't touch. It's called torture interference. I understand the law. But I'm caught between, and again, this, you might say, you're going off a little thing. No, I'm coming back. I'm going to tie it together. I always do. I can't be in a position when I came on Golden Boy to be something that I said I wasn't going to be. If I have a clear glass of water and a polluted glass of water, and they come to me and they'll take what I give them, I got to give them the clear glass of water. That's just me. Ain't no money, ain't no favors, ain't no I want to be with this and we with that going to constrain me for that. I didn't sign on for that. That's not me. I was loyal in the streets when I was ignorant, and I'm just as loyal in corporate world. You ride, I ride. You stab, I stab. In the back. So when they come to me, whether I know them or not, and they ask for that water of knowledge, I have an opportunity and obligation to give them the clear water, the pure water, the water is not polluted, because I'm not polluted in this shit. So now when you stand out, and I use that fuel for the fire to stay on top, why don't you retire? You're almost 50, you jealous, envy, sucker. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? It's disrespectful to even look at me and then look at yourself, wherever age you are, and then look at me and say that you put me in your category, you fool. I am different. I am not you. So what do you do if you're a smart man with your board degrees? You listen, you sit, you learn, you go in, you take something and you try to help somebody else. But first, before you do that, you change your own ignorant ways. Right. So, as they say, don't hate. I'm not looking for a big front page after I punish and then stop, because I haven't had a knockout since I fought my partner. I've been on an almost 10-year drought. I don't mind going 12, but I just happen to be on a drought. Maybe that's the age. See? I'm reminding y'all what y'all missed. I'm I'm doing your job now. I haven't had a knockout since Delaware, 07, 06. That's a long time. Yes, it's impressive, good age, going 12 rounds. That's impressive, but I don't want to go 12 all the time. I get paid for whatever rounds I go, so trust me, I'm trying. I just been on this drop. So now let the cat out the bag. I have to go and want to go. And there's no pressure. Just give me more incentive to do what I have to do. I'm chasing another sensation. That's a long time, yo. 06, 07. Somebody's probably Googling to see if I'm right, but I know it's one of those 2 years. I haven't had a knockout since Oscar De La Hoya. Guys, why you say that? I said 7. We're in 2013, and I haven't had one in 2004, and y'all probably missed that. What I tell you about lazy? See, Nazim, they said, you know, they try to stereotype certain people of color like they're lazy, they don't want to work, but it's a different stool or urine. And after that, what you gonna do? Shake your head, crawl in the rock, and wait till you get something else. But when you're lazy, and you're not me, you can't understand. How you wanna understand me and you're lazy and you're not me? So you start finding an illusions. You start saying, well, he got, what do you eat, kid? Chocolate, what do you, the game, you know him. Well, what kind of juice he drink? Man, Bernard, man, he don't drink sugary waters, man. This guy, yeah, he gotta do something. He has to do something. They get frustrated. But if y'all both, the young fighters, before I leave, and anybody else that will hear this, if they write it the way I said it, and I'm hoping they do, but I'm not putting my life on it. If you take a page out of every champion, from myself to the Mayweathers and to the past, to the future, to everybody, the things that you see that can help you in your career, that is called being multi-talented and doing a whole lot of things. If you learn how to box, learn how to slug. You learn how to slug, learn how to run sometimes for the next round so you can get them the next round. The thing is smart. You have an opportunity, Gabe have an opportunity, y'all young. And don't take this as disrespect, even you, the future heavyweight champion of the world. And if you have a clear mind, even the older ones can listen and understand what I'm ready to say, because I'll close it with this. Even the young guys, it's so important. When you go to any event or any challenge, especially boxing, if you can learn a game of chess, of the sport and the sweet science of boxing, you know the chess to play it. But if you learn the chess compared to just learning checkers, and you can learn to play chess and boxing early, where you don't have to wait and go through suffering and go through things that you have to get experience to be able to find out, oh, now I know how to play. If you can learn chess early in your game, you will be the Bernard Hopkins now. You will be the Floyd Mayweathers and the great few of them now. Why? Because you learned the game of chess. But when you get in a big fight, and you're going up against us, and you're going up against others, you bringing a checkerboard to a chess game, there's a whole new different outlook. The pawns are used as sacrificable lambs. That's why they call them pawns. That's why you got troops. You got the ground troop. You got the air troop. You got the water. Sea, they call it. There's a reason why these situations are set up. So when you learn a game of chess compared to checkers, I guarantee you, you will learn something that I ain't get to learn until late, but you will learn early. So I'm going to be giving y'all something now early that y'all can be as advanced as the De La Hoyas and myself and others that came in our era. Learn the game of chess early, then wait until you get that 10 to 15 years experience in. You'll be so better off when you know it. You'll be so talented when you know it. You'll be mega superstar because you'll be so advanced than your peers. You understand? Because they still got their checkerboard. Some of them will soon become chess players, but they will endure so much, good and bad, before they get there. It ain't a shortcut. It's just getting your grades early and understanding early. I'm coming to show y'all that not only am I different, and I don't get tired of doing what I do. Cops don't get tired of being cops because they love what they do, but they risk their life. troops love to do what they do because they love what they do, even though they can lose their life. So I'm here. I love winning, opportunities to win situations. I don't hate money. I want to get paid like everybody else want to get paid. You know, if it was $15 million or $5 million or $10 million here to fight somebody that everybody here know and be excited about, and maybe I'm a 10 to 5 underdog, or maybe this, that's something I like. I wouldn't say, hey, I'd rather keep the title. No disrespect to the IBF. I am a business man, so don't get it twisted. Don't get misconstrued by anything, because I got so many belts at home that if I ever need a sugar boost where I can go and say I got belts lined up in the trophy case, about 20 of them, literally. So I want y'all thinking that I chose. It's the rules. I'm a guy that like to follow the rules for 20 defenses and 10 plus years of being a middleweight champion that nobody in history will come through and beat where I'm living. But I got an opportunity to hold on to something and defend something until something else come up. I'm an alien. I don't get old if they're waiting for that. So it's a chance I might see a 60-year-old. I'm going to wait him out. I'm going to push him to the corner. Because it ain't just being an alien because the mask look good or it's a good hook. I thought about that at 3 in the morning after seeing the shrink. So I got to push him to the brink. If it was $1 to fight him, y'all see me up here promoting like I was getting 20 million. Why? I got a history of doing that. Because I got a better plan. See, close with this definitely. I'm going to keep it a little clean. Use your imagination. There are sheep at the bottom of the hill. It's an old joke. But it's a wise joke. And I'm at the top of the hill. And I'm a wolf. I can either run down excited to get all them sheep that's in one pack, or I can walk down slowly and have patience, wait them out, back them in the corner, and screw all of them. But if you run, you hear that noise, they do what? You use that in life and use that in business. You might think you're losing. You might think they're winning. But if you just have patience and understanding and be able to fall and roll no matter which way it goes, you can screw all of them. I have track record of doing that. There's some people in here who can bear witness, even they might not have been with me, but they understand. Some HBO people, some writers, some everybody, they in here, they'll tell you. You ain't got to run down and scare the pack because they're going to hear you coming. You take your time. That's knowledge. And you get all of them. And they're all in one pack too. You don't want them to do this. You want them to stay there, so that means you got to walk soft. The art of war. You thinking one way, they thinking another way. They think they're thinking the way you thinking, but you're not. That's knowledge, and that's what I take in the ring. Ray Robinson and Sugar Ray Leonard in this era, the way y'all want it to be, most of y'all, they'll be considered boring fighters. Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard will be considered boring. Why? They're not TV friendly. Why? Because they smooth when they don't get hit, and their boxing ability would be like, oh man, that wasn't exciting. Why? One guy beat each other guy up because he used the art. Ray Robinson and Sugar Ray Leonard, the greats in this era, the way they structured it, will be the born fighters today. And ain't that a damn shame? You telling me that that's cool? Stick to the art.
Thank you, Bernard.
very much like the story with the sheep. I think I'm going to use that in promoting as well. Get them all in once. So that's a good one. Thank you, Bernard, and thank you all for coming. We are going to post the fighters, but I think you see what you saw today, how passionate Bernard is about this, and I think you saw how ready these guys here are. So $25, as little as $25, you can be part of it. So please make sure you tell your readers and your listeners and your viewers to come down to Atlantic City. And if not, make sure you watch it live on Showtime Championship Boxing at 9 o'clock. Thank you.